All right, let's talk about finding a great dog trainer right here in Georgia. Whether you've got a brand new puppy or maybe an older dog who could use a little tune-up on their manners, this is your roadmap. We're going to walk through the practical steps to get it done.
And right off the bat, I want you to know something. Helping your dog become a wonderful, well-behaved companion, it's totally possible. It's a really rewarding journey that makes everything better, from just hanging out at a dog-friendly brewery to heading out for a hike. So, you might be wondering, why is a Georgia trainer so important? Well, it's because our state has its own unique quirks, right? A local trainer gets it. They know how to handle everything from navigating the Beltline in Atlanta to dealing with our super humid summers. I mean, just think about the difference between training in Atlanta versus Savannah. In Atlanta, a trainer is going to know all about teaching a dog to be cool around traffic and busy sidewalks. But down in Savannah, that same trainer knows the secret to keeping a dog calm around all the tourists and horse-drawn carriages. A local expert just gets the real-world situations you're actually going to face. Okay, so step one for you is to really get clear on what you're trying to achieve. Before you even start looking, you got to know what your dog needs to learn. Part of that is figuring out which training format actually fits your schedule and your dog's issues. For example, in-home training is fantastic for tackling problems that happen at home, like maybe barking every time the doorbell rings. Group classes, on the other hand, are awesome for socialization and learning to focus with other dogs around. And then, what are the actual goals? What's the number one thing? Is it that your dog pulls on the leash like crazy during your walks? Or are you just starting from scratch with puppy basics? Just picking one or two top priorities will really help you narrow down your search for the right person. So once you've got your goals locked in, it's time to find that qualified pro. And what you're really looking for is someone who uses effective, humane methods and, just as important, has the credentials to prove they know what they're doing. One of the biggest things to look for is a commitment to positive reinforcement. This is the modern, science-backed way of doing things. It's all about rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. It works incredibly well, and honestly, it just makes your relationship and trust with your dog so much stronger. And here's a pro tip for when you're browsing websites. Look for letters like these. CPDTK. Think of it like a seal of quality. It means that that trainer has actually passed a tough exam and has to keep up with their education. It's just a fast way to know you're talking to a serious professional. All right, you've found a few trainers that look promising. Awesome. Now it's time to chat with them and make sure they're the right fit for you and, of course, for your dog. Let's talk about costs for a second. As you can see here, prices really do vary. An in-home training package might run a few $100s, while group classes are usually more affordable. And just a heads up, costs in and around Metro Atlanta will probably be on the higher end of these averages. So when you talk to them, use these questions as your guide. You'll want to ask how they plan to tailor the training specifically for your dog. How are we going to know we're making progress? A good trainer will have solid, clear answers to all of this. Now remember, the trainer is there to teach you both the skills, but your job is to get out there and practice them. And luckily, Georgia has some of the best real-world training grounds around. These are some amazing places to put those new skills to the test. You can work on leash walking at Memorial Park in Athens, or practice a calm stay command amidst all the people and sounds at Forsyth Park in Savannah. Using public spaces like these is how you build a dog who is reliable, not just in your living room, but everywhere. And one quick but very important tip. Leash laws can be different from one town to the next here in Georgia. They're set at the city or county level, so what's okay in one place might not be in another. Always do a quick check of the local rules before you head out. So as we're wrapping up, just take a second to think about this. How is your life going to change for the better? When you have that confident, well-behaved dog with you, what new adventures are you two going to go on across our state? Because really, that's what this is all about. A trained dog isn't just fixed. They become a partner you can truly share your life with. They're a joy to have at home, they're a welcome neighbor, and they are the absolute best company for exploring everything from a local farmer's market to the mountain trails. Good luck with your training journey.